Alright everyone, Troy with Annihilator Airguns and Tuning. Back with the puncher breaker 22 caliber. Again, full valve kit. Modified power adjuster, quiet kit. Power wheel is now set on the medium setting, so the halfway point. First test was set on high. So we got 3 magazines loaded on medium power, 15.89 grain JSBs. Alright, magazine 1. Power wheel does a couple of different things. It allows you to tune the gun for a couple of different pellets just based on the transfer port size. But it also lets you fine tune your gun to really get the most out of it. So. I'll make a little adjustment. I got one magazine that the face is a little tight on. It's not wanting to cycle, so we'll make an adjustment on that magazine. It's done it twice now. So here's magazine 3. Alright, well there's 36 shots, plus 1 wasted on air. Looks like they're all within 15 feet per second of each other in that range. I'm going to load up one more magazine on medium power. This is probably the most common power setting most people will use for the 22. 15.89 grain pellets shoot very well in this barrel. Tested them earlier in the week, and I mean, shoot, you're getting 1.5-inch groups or so at 100 yards. With 1/2-inch groups, out to 50. All right, magazine 4. Alright, well, there's magazine 4. You can tell that it starts dropping off after that 3rd magazine, but still another magazine of very usable shots. Inside 50 yards, I mean 20-25 feet per second really isn't noticeable. So you can expect a good solid 48 shots out of the gun, with the first 36 being within 15 feet per second of one another. So I've actually never tested the gun on low power, so we're going to air it back up and just run one magazine across on low power just to see what it's actually doing. So if you'll bear with me just a second as I load the gun. And I am running the complete stock hammer and valve spring. I've actually not touched the spring at all. This is the flush factory setting on this gun. So the gun is super easy to cock. But let's air it back up real quick. And it looked like we were still at 2,000 PSI there after the 4th magazine. So got 4 magazines on 1,000 PSI of air. All right. So here we are. Power level set to low power. Again, you just turn the dial. You can turn it by hand on the right hand side of the gun. You can just grab the knob there and turn the power wheel, but you actually look at the adjustments here on this side of the gun, you know, high to low, plus to minus, however you want to look at it. It does not click, so it is an infinite adjustment. Just depends on how far you turn it, so you can set it between hash marks, and that's fine as well. But again, we're set on low power now. We're going to shoot one 12-shot magazine just to see what kind of power we're getting on low. Well, there's one magazine on low, still very usable power. So it looks like high to low of about 1,050 feet per second down to 730 feet per second. About 20 shots, very consistent on high. 24 shots actually very consistent on high. 36 shots extremely consistent with another 12 usable on medium. And I would imagine that you're going to get you know, probably 5 magazines or more out of it on low power on a single fill. So stay tuned for more as we go through these guns.